Hi, this is Danny Doyle, and welcome back to my Paper Mario The Thousand Year Door Level 1 playthrough. And we start off stranded on Keyhaul Key with a bunch of spooky ghosts on the way. This is a forced fight against generic enemies. They're not especially hard, though, especially not when you allow for items. We are just going to hit them with a Thunder Rage, and then we are going to have Koops finish them off. I didn't even need to set up Peril Koops because they have 8 HP and Koops steals 3 on his own. I could have also gone for an Earthquake there as well. Since there is a bed in, like, freely available. I just decided to show off a... Yeah, I've been using Quake for everything, right? So I wanted to do something different, which, granted, is not that different, but, you know, it's what it is. I hate this transition here, because it's like you're opening a door, but there's no door, so it just feels weird and awkward. Anyway, we're getting that FP back now. And here we get yet another useless hammer badge. Head rattle. We can confuse enemies. Hammer's not very good, and I already talked about how confuse isn't very good, so don't expect me to use this one. And another Shine Sprite. Unfortunately, because we're trapped on Keyhaul Key, any Shine Sprites we get during Chapter 5, we can't use for upgrades until Chapter 6. Which is doubly unfortunate for Bobery, Admiral Bobery, the next upcoming party member. But, so here is the alternative strat, where we just Earth Tremor instead of using the Lightning. It does, of course, mean that I have to not fail the action commands, but, I'm a gamer. Please don't watch the pit video. I've never actually failed the action command for, Earth Tremor, and if you watch the pit video and see a point where I failed the action command for Earth Tremor, that video has actually been heavily doctored and edited by my enemies. So, that's that. That's what that is. But yeah, the alternative strategy to using the Thunder Rage is Earth Tremor. So that's that fight, and then we rescue Bobery from the tree. If I can hit the darn thing! And now we get his last request of the Chocola Cola. So, time for backtracking! Since we are backtracking anyway, I'm gonna grab Ice Power. Ice Power is... It powers you up against ice enemies and it lets you jump on them. Or, sorry, it powers you up against fire enemies and lets you jump on them, because it gives your attacks, like, the ice ability. But... yeah, as I've been saying with a lot of badges that we get in the mid-game, I don't think I'll end up using it. This time it's just because it's pretty situational. Oh, right, I gotta throw something away for the coconut. We can buy ice storms. Ugh. There. Throw away the ice storm. It's actually so huge in the background. We need that coconut for, quest. You didn't see that. So, now that we've saved Bobery's life and also granted him his last request, he joins our party. And Bobery is pretty disappointing. I think he is the worst standard partner in the game for a variety of reasons. First off, he's the last partner you get. He shows up later than Mouse. Even though Mouse is optional, he has less availability than her. Only in so much as, like, if you want to do the pit in between chapters 4 and 5, which, hey, I did, so it comes up. However, the availability gap also matters because Mouse could theoretically be Super Rank on Chapter 5. I don't have her on Super Rank because I don't think it's worth it, but she could be. Bobery cannot. Because you get him on the island, he is stuck in standard rank for the entirety of Chapter 5. Similar to Vivian in Chapter 4, Bobery just, you can't go back and upgrade him, so he's stuck at super rank, which really sucks for him, because his super rank abilities are Bomb and Bomb Squad, which aren't especially good. Bomb is just a standard attack. It's nice to have a standard attack. There's nothing really special about the standard attack. It's not like piercing damage or anything. Yeah, it's just Bomb. It's just a standard attack. It's just whatever. Bomb Squad is an incredibly disappointing move. So, in Bomb Squad, you throw 3 little mini bombs, right? And I think it's 2 turns later, the mini bombs will explode, and they deal 1 damage each. It is incredible, and it's 3 FP. This is one of the worst moves in the game. This is one of the worst damaging moves in the game, right? This is one of the worst technically, theoretically usable moves in the game. Like, obviously, Smooch is worse because you're trading 10 FP for 10 HP, which is just, like, the worst fucking return on investment ever. But this is, in terms of FP to damage output, probably the worst, because not only is it like you're not getting that much damage for the FP that you're using, but it's also, so it happens 1 turn later, not 2 turns later. I just looked it up, but it is still, the delay of a turn means that, like, on the turn you cast it, it does nothing. If you have all 3 bombs hit someone, you deal 3 damage. And it doesn't even get upgraded as you go up the ranks. He also doesn't get better from there. Hold Fast, which is a super rank move, is basically just counter, like Fire Emblem counter. You still take the damage, but then you damage back to them. Which theoretically he's supposed to be a tank because he has the highest HP pool at 40 at Ultra. So it's kind of in line with him, right? But again, it's a do nothing unless you get attacked. And a lot of enemies can choose whether to target the front or the back, so you can't even, like, guarantee it. Like, if someone has hammer targeting, yeah. But then you're taking the damage, and it costs 4 FP to do that. And then Bombast, which is an AoE attack, it's 8 power AoE, so that's, you know, nice. It's 9 FP! It is 9 fucking FP! That is so inefficient, because you're probably dealing excess damage to some number of enemies. Well, I guess at the point you get him, there are a lot of enemies who have, like, 8 HP, like the flames, right? But then you can't use them on this chapter, so you can't use Bomb Blast against the flames. The Fuzzies have, like, 5 HP. It's just, like, he has so much working against him. Both between his availability, the fact that the functional, like, being locked on Keyhaul Key for Chapter 5, and then also the Crump boss, like, it's just, it's so bad. That said, he does have a couple of niche roles. So I mentioned Bomb just being, like, a standard attack. It is 6 damage, you know, so that is nice, if you're facing, like, high defense enemies, and you don't have the FP for, like, a piercing move or whatever. The bigger thing is that Bomb Squad interacts with Shadow Queen in a really unique way. So Shadow Queen, when you beat her first phase, she becomes invincible for a small amount of time. And you have to land a certain number of hits on her to get her transitioned into the next phase where you can actually damage her. If you set up a Bomb Squad, you can basically skip that phase by having her get hit by the bombs. And because each bomb in the Bomb Squad counts as a separate hit, if all 3 of them are on her, then it counts as 3 hits, and it functionally skips what I refer to as phase 1.5. I've heard some people call it phase 2. It doesn't really feel like phase 2 because it is literally just like a you can't damage her, you have to attack her 4 times type deal. But it is useful for that. And I'm hoping to use it for that, just because, like, I can't fucking last 4 turns against Shadow Queen. Like, are you kidding me? At level 1? No, thank you. Other than that, like, Bobery just doesn't really offer anything. Technically better than Mao's, even if you don't factor in the fact that Mao's, like, costs you time to get. He does have some stuff to offer in you know, his attack being... Well, I mean, Mauser's attack is piercing. Like, Love Slap is piercing. That's at least unique. Bomb is not piercing. It's just 6 power. So if you're going against high defense enemies, like, I'd honestly rather have Love Slap. I guess he's tanky, but, like, Flurry's tankier. It's really just, like, the Shadow Queen cheese with Bomb Squad, and... Like, that's nice, but it's one fight. It's a big fight. It's an important fight. And it is usually the hardest fight in non-pit challenge runs. But it is still just one fight. And between that and the huge availability loss, like... I don't know. He might even be worse than Mouse now that I think about it. Just because, like, Love Slap being piercing... A 0 FP piercing move does have some fucking niche utility. I think he's better than her. But, like, it is incredibly fucking close. So now we're in the Pirate's Grotto, and technically speaking, the cannon fight is optional, because we could just run away from it and then use the iframes to go through it, but that feels against the spirit of the game. It feels like it's supposed to be a mini-boss, and as you can see, it's not a very challenging one. And of course, behind this stalactite is a shine sprite. So it's a little hidden there. So oh my god. Genuinely fucking hate the platforming in this area. I can never tell whether I'm supposed to use Yoshi, or I'm supposed to jump on the barrel, or what I'm supposed to do. I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. Feels like Yoshi can't go far enough. But the barrel's not close enough. It's just a mess. I fucking hate this. I hate this. For some reason, I also always forget the solution to this shine sprite. I'm pretty sure, yeah, you just blow it up with Bobery. But I'm pretty sure every time I've played through this, I have made the mistake of ground pounding it, not being able to ground pound it, think that I need high jump, then remembered high jump is in chapter 6, and just given up on it. It is Bobery though. That's how you get that one. If you're as dumb as me, and you struggle with it, that's your tip of the day. And another shine sprite right here. This time you gotta get it with Coops. You also need to have depth perception, which I lack. And it feels like this entire dungeon is designed specifically to fuck with me, because I always suck at these spikes. I feel like they're just too fast. You have to go down so often. Like, you make, like, no progress, and then eventually you get greedy and you get stabbed. Like, why are they so fast? I don't know. I think this is the worst dungeon in the game. Is that a hot take? I feel like that might be a hot take. I don't know. Do people hate this dungeon? I hate this dungeon. I really fucking hate this dungeon. So there is an invisible block here. That's how you get that one. Took me a little bit. Took me a little bit, TBH. Would you believe me if I told you that I solved this cannon fight in the exact same way that I solved the previous cannon fight? Yeah, it turns out Gulp is just a very good move for cheesing bosses where there's 2 of them and the gimmick relies on high defense. I don't know why I went for that flower, because we're going to immediately recover with the Shroom Shake. Especially because Mario's been taking damage from falling in the water a bunch, because I'm a fake gamer. And now we have 2 things in this room of note. The first is the treasure chest, which in order to progress, we need to fight another blue flame. So, I mean, I've got Coops out. I'm sure you can guess the strategy here. But the second one is we got P down, D up. I'm just gonna do the badge review in the fight because, you know what's going on here. The P down, D up tends to not be good because TTYD is a very offensive game. Oh, fuck. I Oops, I forgot to recover my FP. That's a little bit awkward. Yeah, I'm bad at these guards. That's awkward for multiple reasons, actually, because, I also... There we go. That's really awkward. I can't believe I forgot to do that after the gulp. Where's the last shroom steak? Yum, yum, yum in my tum. But yeah, TTYD is a very offensively focused game. You tend to try to beat as many fights as you can in one turn, which I failed to do. And as a result, the defense boosting badges tend not to come into play, especially P down, D up, since it takes away from your offense. There are some fights in certain challenge runs that you just cannot afford dragging out. Think of some like pit runs, think of like modified like double, triple, quadruple HP fights, like where you get to the point where you literally can't 1 round or like 2 round or 3 round enemies. Or if you set other stipulations on yourself as well, you know, like no danger Mario, no peril Mario, no peril partners. Even in level 1 run, there's a lot of ways to like end matches quickly, but if you don't have the ability to close out matches quickly, it could, I guess, maybe kind of be useful. I do generally think the trade-off of losing power is just like not worth it though. Anyway, I'm a worm. So if I can take a moment to once again rant, I think this section is also awful. If you barely graze the waves, you get sent back to the fucking start, and sometimes the waves are just in layouts that you realistically cannot avoid, like that one right there, or this one right here. Like genuinely, what was I supposed to do there? Also, the reaction time that you get is not enough, in my opinion. Oh my god, I fucking hate this dungeon. This is the worst dungeon in at least this game, and probably more games. Oh my god, I hate this dungeon so much. At least here you have, like, more... Oh my god, did I really just get hit by that? Oh my fucking god, I'm gonna blow a gasket. I'm gonna blow a gasket. It's like someone designed this specifically to upset me. Like, your movement as a boat is too slow to react properly, and also sometimes they just give you waves that you literally cannot dodge the layout. And you get sent all the way back to the start if you even graze one. It's so awful. So, I have a bit of a different setup than normal. Normally I have Jumpman, but I've unequipped that for Power Smash and Super Appeal. Super Appeal is actually mostly superfluous, and I don't expect it to come up during the fight if everything goes according to plan. Power Smash, I could have 2 copies. I could have infinite copies because I have the silver card now. But I decided equipping 1 is actually what I would prefer in this particular situation. Just because I do want, in terms of like the damage and getting everything that I want damage-wise, Power Smashing twice for 4 FP instead of Power Smashing once for extra damage for 4 FP. I'll take the extra turn over the extra FP. So we are trying to get +3 to our attack. If we get +2, it's workable. But 3 is the goal. Our defense doesn't matter, because as I keep saying, TTYD is an offensive game. I'll get the extra point of defense. This just means that when I Power Smash and the stage falls down, I don't have to worry about guarding, which is good. But otherwise, yeah, the defense is mostly just a convenience thing. So we're going to go ahead and ground pound Cortez. This fight is actually really, really cool, aesthetically and gameplay-wise. I just like everything about how it's presented. Like, obviously, Pirate Ghost, Skeleton Man, like, is already cool. But I love how it's a 3-phase fight with 20 HP in each phase. Oh, I thought I hit to guard there, and I hit A, but it's just the tiny part. But the curtain goes in between, like, it's different acts in the freaking play. It's so awesome. Anyway, we will go ahead and power smash here, and the stage is likely to fall down, but since we and Cortez both have 1 point of defense, it doesn't actually matter. Electrified, that's irrelevant. I don't care about that. We are going to, for the first time in the playthrough, use a booze sheet. Because I want Osmond to stay alive, and Cortez's attacks, his AI is pretty unreliable. Okay, he's chosen to charge. That's actually good. Like, it means the boost sheet was irrelevant, but we can make infinite of them, so it doesn't matter. So we've knocked him down like that, and then... Oh, we exposed the gem already. I thought that the gem didn't get exposed until we hit the bone pile. In that case... I thought we had to kill the bone pile to expose the gem, but in that case, we'll just do this. I was gonna finish off the bone pile using, Thunder Rage, but I didn't need to do that. I can just do that instead. And now we have the weapons. I hope Dizzy Mario doesn't affect Earth Tremor. I don't think it does. I'm pretty sure we're fine here. If Earth Tremor misses because of the Dizzy from the random stage effect from Power Smash, I'm pretty sure the random stage effect was the result of Power Smash. Because it has a lot of... For those who don't know, different attacks in TTYD have higher and lower chances for different stage, like, random stage effects. They are still random at the end of the day, but, like, you can increase and decrease it by a lot. Okay, we're gonna do this. There we go. And that is Cortez dead. Without him actually ever taking any attack, the one turn that he took, he used to charge. It's still a very fun fight. Like, I love this fight. And of course, we didn't actually defeat him. At the end of the day, it was all just a fucking prank. Like, look at this shit. Just kidding. He's immortal. I love this guy so much. Cortez is so great. Okay, so by defeating Cortez, we get the Sweet Feast special move. I will never use that move. It is just infinitely less efficient than Sweet Treat. Even in a regular playthrough, honestly. But especially in a low-level playthrough, like, you can get the HP and FP that you need for one special, or you can get the HP and FP that you need for 5 special. The idea behind Sweet Feast is, like, you get more because you just hold down to the left, but then that results in you hitting the freaking poison more, and more relevantly, you can't avoid, like, if you do Sweet Feast, you are turning off Peril, and probably turning off Danger as well, if you have a Danger build going. Because you can't just, like, get the precision of Sweet Feast, of Sweet Treat. Sweet Feast is just so bad. Even if you don't care about Danger and Peril, and even if you have a lot of HP and FP to recover, Sweet Feast is just not worth 5 special. Just do 2 turns of Sweet Treat. Like, just take the extra turn. If Sweet Treat doesn't give you enough, do a second Sweet Treat, and you've only spent 2 special. You did spend an extra turn, and that sometimes that turn can be, like, very, very valuable, but, like, use an item. Like, just Sweet Feast is so expensive. I don't know. It's bad. So, of course, the chapter is not over yet, because we have to team up with Cortez to fight Lord Crump. When I was a kid, I thought this was the coolest thing in the world. teaming up with the chapter boss, and not just that, but like one of the cooler chapter bosses, in like he's a pirate skeleton ghost with a really hard boss fight. I thought hard at the time. And then you team up with him in order to fight the rival character, which like Crump doesn't show up as often as like Junior Troopa, but I still thought of him as a rival character. I still kind of do. You fight him 3 times, 4 if you count the prologue. And like, I just think it's so cool. I also thought this fight was very hard as a kid, but we'll see how much that carries over. I'm about to power lift this fucker. So we are going to, again, aim for +3 if we can get it. +2, I think, is workable as well, but +3 is the ideal. There we go. I'm not even going to bother with my defense this time around. Just, one off. I think I got every possible plus as well, so that's just bad luck. Regardless, I think that 30 HP, 0 defense, I think we kill him with a +2. Yeah, we kill him with a +2. Easy. We exactly kill him, but we still, you know, if it's exactsies, it's good enough. The thing that the +3 helps with is phase 2, where he heals himself, and then he, unlike Cortez, he doesn't give us the first strike on the attack phase. So he's gonna go ahead and attack us, and even blocking, we can't save Yoshi. So Yoshi is unfortunately gonna have Peril turned off. But we came prepared, because you might have noticed I have no FP. So he doesn't get the attack boost from power lift, but we can still bring Grotto down to 5, and then a spin jump from Mario with Jumpman will kill him. Oh, we bring him down to 10, not 5. Well, I did my math a little bit wrong, but the life stream's gonna bring us back. Yeah, the life stream's gonna bring us back. And then we have Jumpman, and we have Yoshi. Like, we got this. Because what we do, now that we have our FP back, we bring him down like that, and then we finish him off with a ground pound. Look at this, look at this. Oswin Gaming. He's good in Fire Emblem 7, and he's good in TTYD. Yeah, that's a 3-turner. It lingered for a little bit. I was wondering if there was a third phase I'd forgotten about, but no, it is a 3-turner. God, that's so satisfying. Anyway, I think that effectively wraps up Keyhaul Key. We're gonna go do the Bowser section now, and I will see you next time.